Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and we have a super awesome figure to take a look at today. I have not opened the box quite yet. The box is a little bit too large to bring up here on the review station. It's just a generally pretty long box, but as you could probably already tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, today we are going to unbox the Marco Makes Tyrannosaurus Rex Rubbersaur figure. Now, this isn't the older one. He's had quite a few out already. This is the brand new one. He has just recently sculpted, redone the figure completely, and it looks, again, gorgeous from the images that I had seen so far that he has shared with us on his Instagram account and, of course, on his YouTube page. So I am over the moon excited. This will be my fourth Marco Makes figure, as I previously have obtained the Spinosaurus and two Jurassic Park 3 Raptors. I now get the opportunity here to unbox and check out his newest Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I'm going to go ahead, open the box, and then I'm going to bring this Tyrannosaurus in to take a look at with you guys right now. So actually, I just completely forgot here. He said he was going to send this, and I haven't opened the Rex yet, but I do have this out. I'm going to go ahead and take these rubber bands here off and take a look at this. I'll show you guys what exactly we have included here. So we'll bring this down and look at that. So with a little help from a Pacific Rim Kaiju and Mr. Papo Rex over here, we can get a look at this beautiful art print that is included in here with an incredibly gorgeous backdrop, which would be perfect for displaying this Tyrannosaurus Rex in front of. Man, that is beautiful. Now I'm definitely going to have to come up with a way to kind of put this in the background somewhere to display this Rex. There's also this, which is basically the box art that he has included, minus, of course, being turned into an actual box, but I have the artwork here for the box because the boxes are like a very limited thing. There's not too many of them that he'll be making, so to have this artwork here, the box art, is just the extra added incredible plus. And actually, I just noticed we have down here For Andy by Marco Makes 2021. So how awesome is that? I've even got Marco to sign this for me, which is just incredibly awesome. So this is beautiful. Now I don't know what I'd rather display this with. Actually, I think I'd rather display this here in the background. Maybe put the Rex right here in front of this, because that right there is just perfect. And if all of that wasn't enough, some of this you're seeing upside down, because again, this is all part of like the box, but just not put together. You can now see the unbelievably beautiful T-Rex, the Marco Makes Tyrannosaurus, that is included here in the box. I just have to unravel it again from the bubble wrap, and we are going to be looking at this gorgeous figure in just a few seconds. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Oh, wow. Wow. Now that is a Tyrannosaurus, a JP Tyrannosaurus. Just look at the incredible foot sculpt right there. But prepare yourself for beauty as we take in this gorgeous Marco Makes Tyrannosaurus right there. That is definitely the best figure I've seen produced from him. And I have, again, the Spinosaurus, which is incredible. Two Jurassic Park 3 style Velociraptors, which are incredible, but this Rex is just extraordinarily gorgeous. And you may notice straight away that there is no paint on mine, and I actually chose to receive it this way because previously he was using a material where he had told me that it was a little difficult to actually paint the figures with like your standard paint like I use. You had to buy a specific special kind of paint. Well, this one is not like that. This one I can actually paint myself, so I chose to get mine unpainted so that I can actually paint it up and show you guys exactly how beautiful she can look. But man, again, I'm almost at a loss for words at how gorgeous this figure is. So I'm really psyched to give you guys a closer look at it. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So looking at the head sculpt of our Rex here, man, is that ever just your picture perfect Jurassic Park style Tyrannosaurus Rex. That thing is so beautifully sculpted. The skin texture is gorgeous, as well as some really nice osteoderms all over the figure that are beautifully placed. The really nice eye area, the eye socket, the eye itself is all sculpted out really nicely. You can, if I can get it to turn here, because it's again a little bit of a tight squeeze with a figure this large right here, but you can see the nostrils sculpted out up here. The teeth are sculpted out as well. I'm still debating if I want to actually paint the teeth or leave them the way they are, but we can open the mouth, of course, and you've got the tongue in there, which is really, really nicely textured. You have some beautiful detailing here on the skin flap of the inside of the mouth. Again, I'm going to have to wait to decide if I would like to paint in there or keep that how it is, but right now I'm just not sure. As we move back here into the neck, you've got lots of really nice creases to the skin, a nice row of kind of osteoderms that run down the course of the body, some beautiful skin wrinkles and stuff right here in the throat region, just generally some gorgeous skin texture all over the model, and man, it just really gives you, again with that rubber feel, it really gives you that kind of Kenner feel overall. Marco really is just providing us collectors with the most beautiful nostalgic figures that we could possibly want in our lives, and that skin texture and everything continues to look incredible throughout the entire figure, and you can see that as I turn the figure, and it can just give you a really nice overview of everything. You can see the osteoderms are all over the body. You've got some more beautiful detailing down here. It even has that perfect trademark scaling to the underside as far as a JP Rex goes. That's a very specific thing that I always look for on any type of a Jurassic Park inspired Rex, and Marco nailed that perfectly. You also have the arms, which are articulated as well, and then the legs are also articulated, but you can see that the sculpt and detail within the arms is gorgeous as well. Nice scoots down the fingers. The skin texture in the arms looks incredible as well. You can see the elbow and everything is present. Coming up here, you can pick out the hip bone. Nice row of kind of scoots over the hip bone. You can see the spinal column running along the back of the dinosaur. Gorgeous skin texture as we move down the leg. Again, the really nice muscle tone perfectly displayed throughout the entire leg. Lots of really nice creasing and really nice skin texture. And look at that foot sculpt. Man, is that ever the picture perfect JP Rex style foot sculpt. Really nice scoots down the toes. The nails are sculpted really beautifully as well, even sporting some very nice detail within the nails themselves. You've got the dew claw over here. If we can bring that foot around, there we go. Nice dew claw present right there. And then we run out the length of the tail, and again, that skin texture is just incredible. The fact that Marco does all of this all on his own is honestly just baffling to me. It truly blows my mind how he is able to come up with such incredible models just entirely on his own, and you can see how beautiful this looks the entire way out the tail. And of course the tail does actually have a wire inside, so I can move the tail and position it however I would like, and it stays in position, which makes them even more amazing. This model is just awesome, absolutely awesome. And then you can take a look at the opposing side. Of course, being a figure like this that you kind of articulate, you're not really going to see much difference over here compared to what we had just seen on the previous side, but I'm going to, of course, give you a quick look at it regardless. Again, incredible in every way is the word I would use to describe this. You can even see the rib cage showing up there in the stomach region, the shoulder blade a little bit right there, and just pretty much every ounce of detail that you would expect to find. I cannot wait to paint this up. I was initially intending on repainting a Red Rex from Kenner at some point, but I don't know that I'll even need to now after having this Marco Makes Tyrannosaurus, because this thing is just unbelievably beautiful and almost an updated interpretation of the Red Rex from Kenner as far as like the overall appearance, looking really accurate to the film and just generally being an unbelievably beautiful Rex. So I'm going to go ahead, get her painted up, and then I'm going to bring her back and show you how beautiful she looks when she comes to life with some paint application. So our Marco Makes Tyrannosaurus is painted. So now we can see what she looks like with a little bit of paint application on her, and there we go. She looks, I think, pretty darn good. I feel like she turned out pretty nicely overall and looks fairly reminiscent to Rexy from the film. Of course, this isn't exactly the type that you would get from Marco if you are interested in purchasing one. He has a different style of paint application that he actually adds to his. If you would actually like to see a review of the exact one that you would get from Marco, which is also beautiful beyond belief, I've seen quite a few images of it already. I just wanted to give mine, a super realistic paint scheme if I could, and I think it turned out okay. But if you would like to see a review of the Marco Makes version. I know Jurassic Tree Reviews is going to be adding a review of it on his channel, so make sure you check out his channel. I'll include a link in the description to his channel as well for you to check out the Marco version, the painted version from him. But again, I chose to have mine sent to me with no paint on it at all so that I could paint it up however I would like, and I've given it this, again, very Rexy-like paint scheme that I think turned out pretty decent. But for a size on our Rex, probably not the best angle, but due to the large size, I'm going to have to kind of measure it with you guys down here. For a length, you were looking at about 22¼ inches, or about 56½ centimeters. So that is a very, very large Tyrannosaurus Rex. And for a height, which this would really depend on how you position your Rex, you're looking at about the little under 9 inches, or about the 22 centimeter range, somewhere in that area. For a size comparison, there is Mr. Papo T-Rex, the Attack Pack Colovosaurus, and Robert Muldoon from the Mattel Jurassic World toy line next to our Marco Makes Tyrannosaurus Rex, and you should have a very good idea of the size of the figure in comparison to these guys right here, really showing you that this Rex sports a pretty darn impressive size overall in comparison to these figures, and again, just generally a nice large Rubbersaurus Tyrannosaurus from Marco. This is probably one of the greatest additions to my collection yet. And for another comparison, there is the Kenner Red Rex next to our Marco Makes Rubbersaurs Tyrannosaurus, and you can see how incredibly cool they look next to each other, but Marco's, I would say, is much more film and screen accurate compared to the Kenner Red Rex, which is not a knock at the Kenner Red Rex because she's so beautiful back there, but man, is Marco so incredibly nice up here as well. Both are great representations of the Jurassic Park style Tyrannosaurus, but I think that Marco has just totally knocked this thing out of the park, and you can see that in comparison to one of the most infamous dinosaur figures of all time, the beautiful Kenner Red Rex. Marco's is easily just as beautiful, if not even more. So this Marco Makes Rubbersaurs Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Jurassic Park style Tyrannosaurus Rex, is absolutely beautiful in every way. This thing is insanely highly detailed, and it perfectly represents the Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex that we see in the films. Marco, as always, really does a great job of sculpting out accuracy to what you see in the films. Not accuracy as far as an accurate Tyrannosaurus goes, because you won't find that in a Jurassic Park film, but as far as like accuracy to what you see on screen accuracy, I think he does a tremendous job continuously. The Spinosaurus that I purchased from him a ways back was probably the most beautiful Jurassic Park inspired Spinosaurus that I've ever seen, and as is this Tyrannosaurus Rex. Again, he has taken the iconic look of Rexy and created it perfectly here for us to love and own and have in our collections, but on top of that, he's also given it that really cool rubber feel, that real feel that we all know and love, or at least if you're my age, you know and love from the Kenner line. When I was a kid, I loved the Red Rex. I loved all of those real feel dinosaurs from the Kenner line. They were exactly what I played with all the time as a child, and he has brought that back and brought that back beautifully with this Rubbersaurs version. And it actually sports a roar, which I chose not to have a roar in mine just because I'm going to be using mine more of like a model as opposed to like, something that I'm going to be playing with or consistently using the roar. I felt like there wasn't really much of a point in me having the roar in mine, but you can have a roar included in yours as well, similar to what you saw on the Spinosaurus if you watched my Marco Makes Spinosaurus review. Again, you can get one fully painted from Marco as well, which is gorgeous as well. Marco does a tremendous job on both the paint and sculpt aspect. Sculpt-wise, he just nailed it as far as the JP style Rex goes, including every ounce of detail that you would expect to find. And in my case, I painted mine on my own, so it was a lot of fun to paint, and with detail this nice, the figure almost paints itself, and that is a very impressive aspect of the overall sculpt here from Marco. So this Tyrannosaurus is pretty much a dream come true, if you ask me, in every way. A really, really awesome release yet again from Marco, and I'm so happy to now have 4 Marco Makes figures in my collection officially. I have the Spinosaurus, 2 JP3 Raptors, and now this Tyrannosaurus is pretty much the centerpiece of that collection as far as what I am in love with. This Rex is just unbelievably gorgeous. So if you would like to pick one up, make sure you follow Marco Makes on Instagram. Make sure you follow his YouTube channel as well so you can keep up to date with any releases that he is going to have coming out. And again, the Instagram one is very important because he will announce when he's putting up more Rubbersaurs Rex figures for sale, and you have to make sure you are on at that time because these things sell so fast. They sell out almost instantly, and you don't want to miss out on something this beautiful. So make sure you, again, check out all of Marco's social media accounts and follow his YouTube channel. And of course, when more Rubbersaurs are going to be released, I will let you know here on Andy's Dinosaur Reviews as well, to try to give you guys a fair warning, a fair jump start, I guess you could say, on getting yourselves this really beautiful Rubber Rex. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as well, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.